And now we have the old Model Y. This is a car from 2024. It's done about 4,000 kilometers until now, and the configuration is long range without dual motor. Let's check out the differences in the trunk area. The space is pretty similar, but the cover splits only in third, and it's a bit weird to use actually. I'm gonna just leave it like that. We have the same pockets on either side, but the folding mechanism of the rear bench is manual, and we also get the same space in here. In terms of the rear space, the door card, it's similar with the one for the newer model. We don't get ambient lighting, and the decor it's a bit simpler, as are the pockets in here. We don't have the infotainment screen here in the back. The lights are identical. We don't get a flap for the armrest, but other than that, again, it's identical. So pretty similar all in all. So this is the space back here. As you can see, I can stretch my legs and I have more than enough space, both for my knees. Yeah, I know the front chair is after the B pillar, for my point of view at least, but even so, you can push it backwards and still have enough space. For headroom, again, 1.5 palms. We have the armrest in here. The only downside, for me at least, it's the bench. It's way too short. I don't have enough underthigh support, and if I squeeze my legs, my knees are way too high for my comfortable position, to say so. Now for the front part, we have another decor element in here compared with the newer model, and we don't get obviously the ambient lighting as well. The seats are not ventilated, but the controls are the same. We do get a plastic cover in here on the door sill, and that space again is similar with the newer model. The center console is similar. The only difference is the glove box, which is a bit larger, even though it doesn't have magnets to close it. And for the driver's side, pretty similar door card with an additional control for the electric windows. We have lumbar support on this model, and the old steering wheel with stalks behind it for lights and wipers, and the so-called gear selector. Other than that, the interior is pretty similar. The mirror is similar, the screen, the overall wireless charger pad with dual chargers. We have an interesting cubby in here. There's another difference here. The cup holders are not adaptive here in front, and they are not covered like on the newer model. And the armrest again doesn't close with magnets, but we do get a 12 volt in there. Welcome to the driving part of the review. Now with the old Model Y. Yeah, I know, I saw the car. Calm down. So it's a small trip on the same road that I reviewed the other Model Y, the newer one. So I'm just gonna lay my impressions as compared with the newer one and compared with my old vehicle, my old car, the Model 3. In terms of the suspension and the noises inside the cabin, there's no contest. The newer model is way more comfortable. You don't get the same amount of noise inside the cabin, not necessarily from the wind, because we only been able to go to 100 kilometers per hour. But in terms of road noise, even though we have smaller wheels on this model compared with the new one. And again, it should contribute to a more comfortable ride, but that's not the case. Yeah, it's a bit more familiar inside, and considering the fact that you can still buy this model, maybe you would like it. But again, considering the small amount of money that you have to put up for the newer one, and the features of that model, and the comfort levels inside it, I'm not really sure why would you go for this one. Other than that, in terms of the dynamics, this one is just a long range with rear wheel drive, so it lacks about 150 horsepower. So obviously it's not gonna be the same in terms of the acceleration. I can try a small sprint here. I'm gonna left off the accelerator for a moment, and this is it. So yeah, it goes without a problem, but it's not surprising in any way. So yeah, those are my impressions. As you can probably see, the ride is a bit bumpier in here, and I'm a bit concerned of the wind noise and the tire noise. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching.